Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here, and today we are back for the final video in my 4-part birthday book haul series. I have posted 3 videos for the last 3 days of some of the books that I received for my birthday and that I bought in July myself, and I will link those in the cards up above and down in the description box down below for you to go and check out. But today we have the final 15 and yeah, I'm so excited. There are some great books that I've received, so let's go and check out what I got. So the first book was a book that I actually bought myself, and this is because it's the next book in the Alex Cross series, which you know I'm trying to read all the way through. This is Pop Goes the Weasel by James Patterson, and this is I think book 5 in the series. It's either 4 or it's 5, I honestly can't remember. I love the Alex Cross series. It's one of my favourites of James Patterson's in general, and I have read, like I said, I'm sure I've read the first 4, and this is the next one, so I did really want to get to it. So yeah, I picked it up this month. Next up, I received a book that came all packaged really, really nicely. This was from Victoria, who said, happy birthday, my beautiful friend. I hope you have a wonderful day. You deserve all good things. Big love. So a massive thank you to Victoria, because this always makes my day. And I will show you, because the book is very exciting too. Dun, 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 dun. This is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I am really intrigued by this. I'm more intrigued now because, as you may have seen in my other video, I bought Daisy Jones and the Six. And I loved it, gave it 5 stars, so I'm really, really looking forward to picking up this book. Also, this is such a cool, like, floppy paperback that I'm in love with it. This is about Evelyn Hugo, who is a Hollywood icon, and I believe she's telling a magazine reporter about her life, and it's kind of that, which doesn't sound super exciting, but I feel like everybody loves this book. And I think people keep saying, like, it makes you feel as if this is a real person. And quite clearly, I think Taylor Jenkins Reid did the whole, like, making it seem like real characters thing really, really well in Daisy Jones, so I'm really excited by this. Next up, we have The One Memory of Flora Banks by Emily Barr. This is a book that I actually put on my most anticipated reads of 2019 video I did. I'll try and find it and post it up above, but I remember reading this one, or putting this on that list, because I was really excited, because this is one of my favourite tropes, and that is the amnesia trope. This follows a girl named Flora who has amnesia, and she can't remember anything until the day she kisses someone, and the next day she remembers it. It's the first thing she's remembered since she was 10, and yeah, I don't know other than that, but this sounds really, really cool, and yeah, I think this is going to be a fun one. Again, I love the trope of amnesia, so hopefully this is a good one and doesn't let me down. Next up, we have a book that I bought because it's one of the oldest books on my TBR on Goodreads, and actually this is part of my TBR for August. If you've seen that, again, I'll link my August TBR up there for you to go and check out. This is The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray. This follows a girl, I think she's like a homeless pickpocket, and she is called Echo. Yeah, she's called Echo, and she finds an ancient creature named Allah in the stacks of the public library, and then it's about their relationship and about them trying to figure out how to win this war that's happening, and it's all about magic and forbidden magic, and yeah, I think this could be really, really fun, and yeah, I don't really know anything else about it, but again, it's been on my TBR the longest, so I definitely need to get to it, and hopefully I will this month. Next up, I got this book from Irfan Vu. I'm not sure if it's on Twitter or Instagram, but thank you so much for Irfan for sending me this. This is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell, and I've got another Lisa Jewell book. I think that I've been looking at reading. This is a thriller that follows what happens when so Ellie goes missing as a child, and 10 years later her mother has never given up hope of finding her. But then she meets a stranger, and the stranger's 9-year-old daughter looks like the spitting image of her daughter, and it's kind of about the unanswered questions and what really happened to Ellie and where those secrets are coming from. Again, this is quite a generic cover. It feels like, I think I mentioned in a video the other day, where is it? if you see what, so the other day I mentioned about a book that looked like a generic thriller, and obviously like they literally look like they could be the same book. So yeah, I'm not super excited about the cover or anything, but I do think the book could be really interesting. Also from a fan, I also got The Gender Games by Juno Dawson, which is, I believe, I thought this was a novel actually, but it's not. It's a kind of, again, it's like essays, but this is about trans people, and I think this follows, it's got lots of different people in it, including Hannah Witten, Rebecca Root, Laura Bates, lots more, and I think it says the problem with men and women from someone who has been both. So Juno Dawson, I believe, is a trans woman, and this talks about obviously her experiences, but it also talks about it's got, like I said, different things from lots of different people, and I'm just, yeah, I'm really excited by this. Again, I thought this was a novel, but I'm actually kind of excited that it's non-fiction, because you all know how much I love non-fiction. Next up, the lovely Henriette from Henriette's Book World got me Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell, which is a beast of a book, and I will also be trying to read this one in August. This is massive. This is a historical romance love story following Scarlett O'Hara and what happens when she grows up around the American Civil War. This, yeah, is meant to be amazing. This does have racist themes in it, but I've been told that it is kind of part of the timeline rather than it being a racist book, if that makes sense. But I think it's going to be interesting to read, and hopefully I'll enjoy it, and it won't be like a slog, because 1,000 pages is a lot. Next up, and this is actually the newest book that I received, this is 21 Lessons for the 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari. This is the author of, is it Sapiens, the book? And I have been really wanting to read this one. This says, how can we protect ourselves from nuclear war or ecological catastrophe? What do we do about the epidemic of fake news or the threat of terrorism? How should we prepare our children for the future? 21 Lessons shows us how to be human in an age of bewilderment. And I think it literally goes through and talks about like different, like each section. So you have a section for the technological challenge, the political challenge, despair and hope, truth and resilience, and it goes through each thing and talks about different parts of that. And I'm just, yeah, I think this is going to be really interesting. Again, this is non-fiction, and I'm a fan of this. Next up is an anthology that I bought because I had to read a book out of my comfort zone, and for that I wanted to read an anthology because I haven't read any this year. This is Meet Cute. This has lots of different authors. I will put them here so you can... I'll put it here so you can pause and look at them if you want to. But this has lots of different YA authors, and this is kind of like a YA contemporary short story collection. And I think each one is by a different author, and it's about them. It says, whether or not you believe in fate, luck, or love at first sight, every romance has to start somewhere. Meet Cute is an anthology of original short stories featuring tales of how they first met from some of today's most popular YA authors. So yeah, I think this could be exciting, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Next up, the lovely Kerry Louise from Book Before You Leap on Instagram, who I'll link down below, got me Crescent City by Sarah J Maas, and this book is massive, and I'm so excited to read it. I love Sarah J Maas's some of her books, and I don't really know anything about this. I know it's got demons in it. I know it's meant to be I think it's an adult fantasy. I think it says passionate, violent, sexy and daring, a true page turner. So I'm hoping I really enjoy this one. I think, actually I haven't looked at the spine. Is the spine cool? Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, this is, was it an Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. I think House of Earth and Blood is maybe the series name. I'm not sure. I don't know if I actually know if this even is a series. I assume it is. But yes, thank you so much to Kerry for sending me this, because this sounds literally so cool, and I think it's a beast of a book, but I'm also looking forward to it. Also, can we just talk about these end pages, because oh my goodness me, that's stunning. Next up, the lovely Mary from Mary Among Stories says, happy birthday, lovely. Hopefully this will arrive on time. Have the most wonderful day. Thank you for being so kind and supportive. Lots of love. Mary, I do love you. And she sent me And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which I'm really cool about, because I really want to read more Agatha Christie, and this is definitely one that's been on my radar. And I don't really know what it's about. It's about 10 strangers isolated off the Devon coast, and I live in Devon, so that's going to be fun, who are cut off from the mainland, and they're each accused of a terrible crime. Somebody dies, and then they realise there might be a murderer in their midst, and then I think it's the murderer strikes again and again. I mean, I'm guessing that it ends with "and then there were none," because that's the point of the story, right? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Also, this particular version is pretty cool as well, and yeah, I think this could be fun. Next up, Laura from Feline and Fiction on Instagram again sent me this one and said happy birthday. This is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I own Circe by Madeline Miller and I haven't read it yet, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. And so now I have her other book as well. This is quite a short book actually. How long is it? It's 350 pages, so it's not too bad. This, I think, is about Greek mythology. I don't know anything else about it other than that, but I know that Circe is meant to be the same, so hopefully I enjoy both of these. I think it's going to be really fun. It says on the front, captivating, a hard book to put down, so hopefully that is the case for me. Yeah, and a massive thank you to Laura for sending me this. I'm excited. Next up we have Lies, Lies, Lies by Adele Parks, which I know my mum has already said she wants to borrow from me once I finish reading this. This is a book that I've got a couple of Adele Parks books and I think my mum gave them to me, hence why she wants to read this. This says, Daisy and Simon's marriage is great, isn't it? After years together, the arrival of longed-for daughter Millie sealed everything in place, a happy little family of 4. And so what if Simon drinks a bit too much sometimes? Daisy's used to it, she knows he's letting off steam, until one night at a party things spiral horribly out of control, and that happy little family of 3 will never be the same again. Yeah, again, quite a generic cover, but I think this could be interesting. So sometimes they come back to hurt you. Then the lovely Laura from What Everyone Else Is Reading, who I'll link below, who I adore, said, happy birthday, hope you have a lovely day. I really loved this book when I read it last year, so I hope you like it too. And I think I'm going to like it. This is Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about Claire Legrand in general. This cover, again, these covers, there's some beautiful books happening at the moment. This is about 3 girls whose stories come together on the island of Sawkill Rock. It says, where girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by a ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. So I don't really know what that means, but I'm here for it anyway, and yeah, I think this is going to be really exciting. Thank you so much, Laura. Then the last single book that I got, and then I'll show you the present that my sister got me, which I'm so excited about. I actually received, I got this from Lisa from Bound by Books on Instagram, and she said, happy birthday Simone, hope it's a great one and you enjoy the book. I read it years ago when it first came out and loved it. Now I've actually read this book before, but I wanted to get this again because I can't remember anything about it. I enjoyed it a lot the first time, but I want to read the series because it's by one of my favourite authors. And this is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and not only did I get this, I got such a cool cover of it. The one I had before, I think I borrowed from the library, and it was a like World Book one, so it had like a tiny little cover on the front and it was like beige background, but this is beautiful and I'm so excited that I have it now. Also the cover is great. This is part of the Grishaverse series by Leigh Bardugo, which also includes the Six of Crows duology, which is one of my favourites of all time. This follows Alina Starkov, who is about to unleash some magic that she didn't even know she possessed. And then she meets the Darkling, who is everyone's favourite. Is he a villain? Is he not? And yeah, genuinely, I can't wait to reread this one and then get into the rest of the series. So thank you so much to Lisa. And then, okay, so now we finally have the thing that I've been like teasing throughout this entire, well, the last video and then this one. My sister bought me this gift and I'm so like it's actually super heavy, but I will show it to you. I'm so excited, and a massive thank you to Charlotte because I love her so much and she got me this gift, and I can't even believe it. But she got me the entire Game of Thrones series. So I think I've read the first one, and I own the second one and the third, I think, or like third part 1. But I now have the entire box set of the books, so I can reread them all. I'm so excited. In here there is, we have a Game of, actually I don't think they're in order on the back now. We have a Game of Thrones, a Clash of Kings, a Storm of Swords Part 1, Steel and Snow, a Storm of Swords Part 2, Blood and Gold, a Feast for Crows, a Dance with Dragons Part 1, Dreams and Dust, and a Dance with Dragons Part 2, After the Feast. And they're all in here and they're all beautiful, and I am so excited to finally get to them. So yeah, massive thank you to Charlotte, and this was a great surprise. But there you are, guys, that is finally the end of my birthday book haul 4 videos. I hope that you've enjoyed all of them. If you haven't seen some of them, please do go back and check some of the others, because I was so spoiled. You got me some wonderful gifts, and I'm so thankful. So yes, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you next time for another video. Bye guys!